I welcome to all the students in the additional course of Vermitechnology. It is a 2 credit course. It is additional course for all faculty. If you have completed this course, then you will get 2 credits. It is not compulsory for any one faculty. It is multidisciplinary course for all the faculties of the university courses. So, in today's presentation, we will discuss on topic Introduction to Vermitechnology. So, before introducing this course, I would like to introduce myself. I am Dr. Ashok Yevle, working as Assistant Professor in Department of Zoology, KTHM College, Nasik. So, in today's presentation, we will discuss first what is the introduction of Vermitechnology. In today's presentation, see what are the contents. First, introduction to Vermitechnology. Second, what are the different species used in Vermitechnology. Then, steps of Vermicomposting. What are the different types? Means how we get the products like Vermiwash and Vermicompost by practicing Earthworm for Vermitechnology. And last one, that is the importance of Vermitechnology. So these are the 4 important contents in today's presentation. So let me start one by one. So in the beginning, we must know what is Vermitechnology. As the name suggests, Vermitechnology means it is a technology concerned with earthworm. So all of you know earthworm. Earthworm is a non-chordate animal. It belongs to phylum Annelida. Its body is segmented. So called annuli. Annuli means segments, or we can say phylum Annelida because of the body having number of segments. It is a burrowing animal. Earthworm, all of you known about earthworm. Earthworm is a burrowing animal. Mostly it makes burrow into the soil, and due to burrowing habitat, there is a indirect effect to the agriculture. Means that is a production of vermicompost and vermiwash. It is useful for the agricultural crop, so it will having a great importance in agriculture. So what is Vermitechnology? See, Vermitechnology is a technology in which we will get 2 important products, that is vermicompost and vermiwash. So vermicomposting is a simple biotechnological process. See, what we say, it is a biotechnological process because there is a use of earthworm for getting valuable products like vermicompost and vermiwash. So in which certain species of earthworm used to enhance the process of work for waste conversion into a useful fertilizer in the form of vermicompost and vermiwash. See, it is an advanced technology. Mostly in rural development, this technology is applied. So for getting employment to the rural people, it is a well-known source. In this technology, simply the organisms like earthworm we use for converting the biomass into a manure, or we can say fertilizer. So generally what happened? Mostly the farmers use a synthetic fertilizer to improve the health of soil as well as crop. But it is an organic fertilizer. So there is no effect of this fertilizer on the health of crop as well as on the soil. So this is an eco-friendly technology, and mostly in the agriculture or in other fields, this technology is applied on large scale. See, first one, vermicompost. As I said, the 2 important products we will get from this vermitechnology, that is vermicompost and vermiwash. So what is vermicompost? See, vermicompost is a fine granular organic manure which enrich the soil quality by improving the physico-chemical properties of soil. See, vermicompost, it is nothing but the excreta of worm which is ejected by earthworm, and it is considered as vermicompost. No doubt, due to burrowing habitat, whatever the decomposed material present in the soil, it is to be consumed by earthworm, and then finally by the action of digestive enzyme present in the body, that material get converted into the vermicompost. So these vermicompost, when added into the soil improve its physico-chemical properties. Means it maintain pH of soil, maintain acidic or basicity of the soil. So whatever maintain situation required for the growth and development of crop, that much condition maintained by vermicompost into the soil. So vermicompost is also improve quality of yield. Not only improving the health of soil, it also improve the quality of yield. Then earthworm consume biomass and excreted by in the form of cast, or it is also known as black gold. See, why we said here black gold? See, black gold because of that compost material or casting material, which is nothing but the excreta of earthworm, it is converted into the gold. Means there is a directly or indirectly providing profit to the agricultural farmers or the agricultural crops. So vermicompost is also known as black gold, and it is obtained from earthworm. So it is a valuable product which we get in Vermitechnology. And second one, that is Vermiwash. Vermiwash, it is an advanced technique. Means whenever we cultivate earthworm for the production of vermicompost, so there is a secondary product which we call Vermiwash, and this Vermiwash is also a valuable fertilizer which we will get from the Vermitechnology. It is a liquid form of fertilizer. When we collect this Vermiwash from the passage of water through the column of earthworm culture, means whenever the plant is constructed, so there is a one outlet, and through this outlet there is a liquid passes. That liquid passes from the unit, it is considered as Vermiwash. So whenever the water is given to the agricultural land, so through this water, when we add this Vermiwash into the water, so through this water, Vermiwash, or along with water, this Vermiwash is water to the agricultural crop. Means vermicompost, it is present in solid form, and vermiwash, it is present in liquid form. So this is the another product which we get from the Vermitechnology. Then vermiwash is also rich with vitamins, micronutrients. So it is a major requirement of plants. So in the form of vermiwash, there is a rich supplement of micronutrients like various calcium, or we can say iron, magnesium. So these are the important micronutrients required for the growth and development of a crop. So it is rich in vermiwash. So whenever you add it to the water, and then water is given to the agricultural crop, so there is a well growth and development of a plant body, or we can say crop. It also having a content of vitamins. So vitamin and minerals are the important source in vermiwash. So whenever vermiwash is provided to the agricultural crop, there is a direct benefit to the yield, or we can say production of crop in agriculture. Then these micronutrients also maintain the effective health of a crop. So whenever qualitative food we will get from the agriculture, then it is only possible due to application of vermicompost and vermiwash into the agriculture. So it is the first part of the presentation, and second part of presentation is composting material. See, all of you know the composting material. Composting material is very simple. So whatever waste is there, or whatever waste in our house or in agriculture, that waste material is used as a composting material in Vermitechnology. For example, animal excreta, kitchen waste, farm residue, crops and stubble. These are the important waste material. But if we negligible this waste material, there is no profit. But by the application of Vermitechnology, these waste material we can use for Vermitechnology, and they will get a valuable products like Vermicompost and Vermiwash. Then in general, animal cow dung. So you know cow dung. Cow dung is important material, that material added to the composting. So the compost material is degraded, means this cow dung slurry, when we added or sprinkled on the composting material, that material become easily degraded or decompose very rapidly. So the chopping of waste material and use of sprinkling this cow dung slurry on this waste material will help to decompose very rapidly. Then mixture of leguminous and non-leguminous crop residue enrich the quality of vermicompost. See, whenever we add leguminous plant, leguminous means root nodule plant, for example, groundnut, or we can say the leguminous plant, that leguminous plant waste, when we add it into the composting material, it will enrich with minerals and vitamins. So that quality of vermicompost is very high. So it is directly affect on the production of yield or in agriculture. Then second part, that is what are the different species of earthworm. So generally there are different species of earthworm which we observe in nature, but in general these are the three important species used in vermitechnology. First one is Yersinia foetida. It is commonly known as red worm. See, in the slide there is a showing culture of worm along with vermicompost. So these vermicompost which we get from the species like Yersinia foetida, or second African species, that is Eutilus eugeni. It is also known as night crawler. So these two species are very helpful to taking very much production in vermitechnology unit. And one more species is there, the name is, that species is Perionyx excavatus. It is a local species, it is an Indian species. In general, whatever earthworm which we observe, that is nothing but Perionyx excavatus. And this Perionyx excavatus, it is a native species. It can enrich, or the climatic condition of our country is suitable for growth and development of Perionyx excavatus. Its reproduction is rapidly takes place. The number of earthworm go on increases rapidly by culture of Perionyx excavatus. So these are the three important species used in vermitechnology, that is Yersinia foetida, Eutilus eugeni and Perionyx excavatus. But in general, Yersinia and Eutilus, these are the two important species used in the vermitechnological unit for taking a production of vermicompost and vermiwash. Then, what are the methods of vermicomposting? See, actually there are two methods, that is bed method and pit method. So in case of bed method, composting is done on the floor by making 6 by 2 by 2 pit size of organic mixture. See, there is a making bed, means there is a making bed on the floor, and there is an addition of the composting material. The composting material get degraded on the floor, so it is called as bed method. In this method, there is no pit, means the composting material directly spread on the floor, so it is called as bed method. And this method is easy to maintain to practice. See, most of the agriculture farm, this bed method is practiced for taking a production of vermicompost in vermitechnological units. And second method, that is pit method. In this pit method, there is a digging a pit into the soil. So composting is done in the central pit of the pit size 5 by 5 into 3. It's a diameter. So the unit is covered with the grass and any local available material. See, whatever composting material which we added into the pit, that pit is covered with grasses and dry leaves, because the condition which is maintained in the pit, so that is why there is a rapid decomposition takes place. And pit method is not preferred due to poor aeration, waterlogging bottom, and most cost of the production. See, as I said, the pit method, it is a costly method. Means you have to use manpower for digging a pit, then addition of compost into the pit, and there are chances of waterlogging. So due to waterlogging, there is no proper degradation of composting material. So proper aeration purpose and proper degradation purpose, bed method is effective because there is a well aerated area or well aerated space available in bed method, but in pit method there is no aerated situation. So there are moreover chances of waterlogging, and due to waterlogging there is no proper growth and development of earthworm in a pit. So there is an indirect effect on the production of vermicompost and vermiwash. So rather than pit method, bed method is effectively used by various farmers in vermicomposting farm for taking the production of vermicompost and vermiwash. See, there is a slide showing bed method. So there is a specific diameter beds, and this bed is used for introducing the composting material, and this introducing the composting material along with earthworm, due to the activity of earthworm into the bed, so there is a degradation of material. So that material is called as humus. So the humus soil, which is the natural food of earthworm, so that food get converted into vermicompost. So we can easily monitor the bed method. So it is an effective method for taking the production of vermicompost and vermiwash. And in pit method, there is a digging a pit into the soil. So by addition of composting material, so there is no proper ventilation, or there is no proper aeration. So there is no proper growth and development of bacteria as well as earthworm. So it is a poor method, but bed method is better than pit method in vermitechnology. Then the third step, that is step in vermicomposting. See, what are the steps of vermicomposting? First one, gathering. Second, mixing of food. Third, pre-decomposition. Fourth, vermicomposting. And fifth one, harvesting. See, very simple. In the vermitechnological unit, these are the 5 important steps. First one, collection of the waste material, either kitchen waste, agricultural waste, or any organic waste. Okay, so that material collection is known as gathering. So it is a primary step of vermicomposting. Then second step is mixing of material. So there is a size of this waste material is large. So by using shredder, we can degrade material into small substances or small particles. Okay, means that material when we add into the shredder, so that shredder convert the material into minute particles. So that is called as mixing of material. And third one, pre-decomposition. Pre-decomposition and decomposition, see that material means whatever composed material is there, that material is providing aeration and non-aeration condition. Means for a few days there is a dumping that material with polythene bag. So there is no proper aeration, so that material easily get decomposed into the soil. And afterwards there is a aeration situation. So aeration and unaeration alternate effect, or alternate process on the composting material. It can be easily converted into vermicompost. And then vermicomposting, whatever degraded material or whatever material ejected by earthworm, it is considered as vermicompost. So by using a specific device, we can separate earthworm from the vermicompost, and then it is used for marketed purpose. So that is called as harvesting. So these are the 5 important steps in vermitechnology. Then we'll see one by one. First one, vermitechnology, or we can say vermicomposting unit should be in a cool, moist and shady site. See, so whenever we construct a vermicomposting unit, it should be constructed in cool, moist and shady places. Why? Because the shade is required. because the earthworm present in soil, there is a maintaining moisture condition or moist condition. That moist condition will help to grow rapidly earthworm into the soil. So mostly the vermicomposting unit is constructed at cool, moist and shady place. Then second precaution, cow dung and chopped dry leaf material are mixed in proportion 3:1. See, means we have to collect the material, mean that decomposed material or chopped material, its proportion is 3, and means 1/3 part is used as chopped material and only 1 part is the addition of cow dung slurry. So this cow dung slurry, when adding to the chopped material, it will help to decompose rapidly, and that material is decomposed for 15 to 20 days. Means whenever when we mix the composting material along with cow dung slurry, that material rapidly decompose within 15 to 20 days. Then a layer of 15 to 20 centimeter of chopped rice or leaves, grasses should be kept on bedding material at the bottom of bed. Because of the action of bacteria, because of the action of degrading bacteria, that material rapidly degraded into the soil. So it is called as humus. Then redworm. As I said, there are 3 important species, either redworm or night crawler or perimix, means Utilus, Escherichia and Perionyx. These are the 3 important species. Out of these 3 important, you can select any one of the species for the vermicomposting unit. So mostly the red earthworm in quantity 1500 to 2000 should be released on the upper layer of the bed. See, so material is degraded, and after the degrading material, there is a releasing this number of earthworm on the bed. So suddenly that earthworm starts feeding that humus material, and the humus is converted into vermicompost. Then bed should be kept moist by sprinkling water. As I said, there is a major requirement for growth and development of earthworm. There is a maintaining moisture or moist condition into the vermicompost unit. So for maintaining moisture, we should sprinkle water at interval of time 3 times in a day. So due to sprinkling, there is a maintaining moisture, maintaining temperature, so that much condition is suitable for growth and development of a earthworm. So moist condition by sprinkling water, means use of water for maintaining the temperature into the vermicomposting unit. Then daily by covering with gunny bags and or polythene anaerobic condition. As I said, for 15 to 20 days, that material which mix with cow dung slurry, it is to be decomposed into the pit, or it is present in the bed of the floor. It is to be covered with gunny bags or polythene. That is why, because of anaerobic condition, there is a rapid decomposition of material into the bed. Then after 15 to 20 days, that bed should be turned once after 30 days for maintaining aeration and proper decomposition. Means after 15 days of completion, that gunny bags or polythene bags removed from the vermicompost, and so there is a aerated situation or proper ventilated condition is present in the vermicomposting unit. So that is why for further decomposition takes place rapidly. So finally, within 1.5 month to 2 months, that material is completely formed the humus, and humus is nothing but the natural food of earthworm. Means sudden dry leaves or dry waste, it is not a food of earthworm. So that material gets decomposed and forms humus. That humus is known as the food of earthworm. So for the formation of humus, this much practices should be completely practiced in vermitechnological unit. Then after 45 to 50 days, that compost is completely converted into humus, and that humus you can use for the feeding for earthworm in vermitechnological applications. Now, last topic of the presentation, that is what are the importance of vermicomposting. See, in now in agricultural field there is a use of organic fertilizer. As we know, there is a more drawbacks of synthetic fertilizer used by agriculture. It will damage the quality of a food as well as lose the soil health also. But day by day there is awareness into the people, and people will get a preference to the organic food or organic farming. So farmer mostly use the organic fertilizer into the soil. So the whatever food or whatever yield is there, that yield having a rich quality or quality as well as quantity of a crop into the agricultural field. So what are the importance? See, first one, vermicompost is rich in all essential plant nutrients. See, naturally the whatever micronutrients or vitamins required for proper growth and development of a plant or crop, it is naturally available in the vermicompost. So there is no side effect of vermicompost on the crop health. So the use of vermicompost in agricultural field, it is a major effect for quality as well as quantity of a crop. Provides excellent efforts on overall plant growth. See, whenever the growth of plant is takes place, there is a maintaining important factors or parameters like proper growth, height, there is a inflorescence and the fruits. So the fruit quality, flower quality and plant height quality, these are the qualitative parameters, and these qualitative parameters is maintained by addition of vermicompost into the agricultural field. Then vermicompost improve the soil structure, means well aerated soil is there, and due to burrowing habitat, earthworm make a soil porous. So there is a soil structure, soil texture, aeration and water holding capacity also increases by the soil due to addition of vermicompost. So these are the important parameters which we consider during the health of soil, that is water holding capacity, texture of soil and well ventilated or aeration. So these qualities improve by addition of vermicompost into the soil. So this is the major benefit of vermicompost. Then vermicompost minimizes the incidence of pest and disease. See, generally what happens, there is a use of synthetic fertilizer in agricultural field. There are moreover chances of infection, moreover pest which affect and damage the crop, either fruit or flowers. Okay, but when we add vermicompost into the soil, this vermicompost minimizes the incidence or infection of pest and various diseases into the crop. So it will also eco-friendly, so there is no effect or side effect on the crop. Then vermicompost enhance the decomposition of organic material into the soil. See, so whatever waste is there, that waste is utilized for the self-nourishment of the crop into the agriculture. So this is the another benefit of vermicompost also. And one more benefit, or we can say important, of vermicompost is there, that is it contains valuable minerals, it contains most of the important digestive enzymes, hormones, auxins, gibberellins. These are the plant hormones, and these plant hormones mostly present in vermicompost and vermiwash. So vermicompost and vermiwash, these are the valuable products which will get from the Vermitechnology. It having a great economic importance to the agriculture as well as getting more profit to the farmers or cultivators. So this is the most important valuable products. Then in this slide we have to see ideal construction of vermicomposting unit, means how vermicomposting unit we construct in a farm. So by constructing this bed into the farm, there is an addition of organic waste, and that organic waste converted into humus, and that is nothing but food of earthworm. So this much ideal bed you have to construct in the bed for getting a production of vermicompost and vermiwash. Then if you want to save money, you can construct such a bed methods means there is a proper covering or proper shade because of maintaining moisture into the bed. So there is a proper growth and development. Means in a low cost, you have to construct a vermicomposting unit, which shown in the slide. Again, this slide showing automatic shredder machine, means whatever material we collect from different sources, that material chop into small pieces by using this machine, and this machine is called a shredder machine. So this shredder machine, you have to introduce that waste, and so the finally by the activity of this machine, that material converted into small pieces, so it can easily decompose into the soil. Then this is automatic worm harvester machine, means after the formation of vermicompost, you can use this machine for separating worms and vermiwash. This slide also showing the comparative effect of no fertilizer and vermicompost fertilizer. See, vermicompost showing 40% qualitative and quantitative parameters in any of the crop. See, this experiment prove how the vermicompost and vermiwash is helpful and beneficial to the compared to other fertilizer. Means there is no fertilizer use, so there is no improving qualitative and quantitative parameter of the crop. But in case of vermicomposting and vermiwash, you have to use in agricultural field, there is a direct effect on qualitative and quantitative parameters of a plant. So Vermitechnology is always beneficial. So there is no side effect, and there is no side effect on plant or crop as well as the animals which we consume, various vegetables and fruit which we get from the agriculture. So it is better for organic farming or organic development. So Vermitechnology course is always useful for the students also. So you have to take advantage. So here I conclude my presentation.